Here's what to do if you want to outsmart thieves and prevent theft while traveling, whether that be from your luggage, your pockets, or your hotel. I spent the last 10 years traveling through Europe, Asia, Africa, and some of the sketchiest places in Latin America, and I've learned that a lot of the most popular travel tips are completely backwards. Take hotel safes, for example. Most travelers think that hotel safes are the most secure places to store their valuables in hotels, but that's literally the first place where a thief is gonna look. Hotel safes have universal codes that sometimes the hotels forget to reset, so they keep being 000 or 1234. And even if the hotels do reset them, you never know who has the code. In some hotel safes, you literally just have to give them a good bop on the top and they'll open up. That's why I like to hide my stuff in weird places instead. For example, inside your pillowcase, inside the microwave or stove, inside a stack of clean towels, above the closet, or under the ironing board cover. If you are a thief and you are nervous about the owner coming back early and walking in on your robbery, would you take the time to check underneath the bed sheets, or would you go straight to the safe? The key is not forgetting the stuff that you hid, like this guy did in one of the comments on another video. So to prevent that, make sure to just write it down in a note on your phone and then set an alarm on your phone to check all your hiding spots before you leave. You can also avoid leaving things behind by having secret stashes inside of your luggage. Think about it. If a thief has 2 minutes to rummage through your luggage, what do you think is the last thing that they're gonna steal? Probably things like a rolled up pair of socks, a marker, a chapstick tube, or a deodorant stick. These are all great places to stash hidden cash and cards in plain sight. The key is to never keep it all in one place. I like to split mine between my main luggage, my day pack, and another secret spot that I'll show you in a second. That's because if someone happens to run off with your entire suitcase or your entire day pack, then you'll at least have a backup. And if you're worried about a thief just rolling your entire suitcase out of your room, then you can lock it to a fixed object using something like a bike lock or a retractable lock, or again, locking your bags together so it would be awkward and uncomfortable to steal, or using a portable travel safe, or using a backpack like this one that essentially acts like a portable travel safe that I show more about in this video. Also, the messier your room, the more things that housekeeping has to touch. And the more things that they touch, the more likely something's gonna disappear. Plus, a clean room is just easier to notice if something's been moved or tampered with. But at minimum, keep all your valuable stuff inside of your suitcase unless you have it hidden elsewhere. Don't leave any valuables laying around, and don't leave anything important laying around that could be mistaken for trash, like an important receipt that you need to save that maybe housekeeping will throw away. Unless my hotel room is really nasty, I normally just keep up the do not disturb sign just to be safe. Although nowadays some hotels will check in on your room every day or two if you have the sign up on your door, thanks to an incident in Vegas. Whenever you leave your room, it's also smart to leave the lights on and the TV on, or some music playing. And if your hotel room's electricity is tied to the key card that you slide in the wall, then you can just leave an old phone or tablet behind playing music. I like to leave these things inside the bathroom with the door closed, because then even if someone does enter your room, they'll think someone's in the bathroom on the pot. And if you want to take things to the next level, someone commented on one of my videos saying that every time they leave their hotel, right before closing the door, they say, "Okay, I won't be long, bye-bye." These tips also work while camping as well. When we were van lifing around the US and wanted to go out on a hike, we would just close all the curtains and then leave music blasting on one of our phones inside while we left. Before we get into some travel street smarts, there's one more hotel trick if you're extra paranoid. You can travel with one of those small indoor cameras and set it up in your room to watch over your stuff while you're away. If you set it up with Wi-Fi, you'd have the thief's picture even if they stole the camera itself. This strategy would work well in Airbnbs, but in hotels, the Wi-Fi can sometimes be a little bit unstable, so you may have to bring your own travel router with you for it to work. Another option is just to get a small hidden camera that records to an internal SD card, like this wall charger. I have a few of these hidden cameras getting shipped to me in Colombia as we speak, and I'll link to the ones that I got below, but I'll be showing those in a future video. If you've learned any ideas from this video so far, please give it a like so it gets shown to other travelers like you. Next is to use pickpocket-proof clothes with secret pockets. ScottyVest is the king of secret pocket clothes, and they were kind enough to partner with me on this video. They are so confident that their clothes are impossible to pickpocket that they actually offer a $1,000 pickpocket guarantee that nobody has claimed in 20 years. If your valuables are zipped up in one of these interior pockets and then you have your jacket zipped up, it's literally impossible for a thief to slip in their sticky fingers no matter how distracted you are. Here in Cali, Colombia, I'm actually less worried about pickpockets and more worried about a motorbike rolling up with a pistol asking me to empty my pockets. pockets. If I were a clever boy, I'd have my main stash of cash hidden in this Scotty vest hat pocket, my phone inside this t-shirt pocket, and a decoy wallet or old phone to give them in my pants pocket. That's because if you're getting robbed and you have absolutely nothing on you, then it can be a little bit suspicious, and the last thing you want to do is piss off someone with a weapon. By the way, never resist in an armed robbery because your stuff isn't worth your life. Also, I'm not saying that you should always travel all paranoid with stuff in all your secret pockets, because I definitely don't do that. But it's just a nice option to have whenever you have to walk through crowded areas or walk through sketchy places at night, like what I do when I go to Salsa Street in Cali. Scotty Vest is offering a special 20% discount exclusively to Project Untethered subscribers. And to get it, just click the link in the description and then send a message to their chat saying that Project Untethered sent you, and then they'll give you the discount. Another trick to avoid theft while traveling is to stop and observe the locals. Are they wearing their backpacks on the front of their body in public transportation? Do you see people walking home at night on the streets, or is everyone calling taxis? Are other people working in outdoor seating areas on their laptops? If you see the locals taking certain precautions, it's probably a good idea that you should follow suit. This also applies to other activities as well. For example, here in Cali, Colombia, there's a popular hike up to the Tres Cruces mountain, which you can see from the window from our old apartment. But you'll notice that all the locals hike this path super early in the morning and avoid it later in the day. That's because when there's nobody else on the trail later in the day, then there's more risk of robberies, and it's also just freaking hot. By the way, make sure to leave your best anti-theft tip in the comments so you can help other travelers who read them. In Colombia, there's a saying, no dar papaya, which essentially means that if you're showing off your valuables in the street, you're giving low-hanging fruit and making yourself a target to thieves. This is actually why I moved from recording this video outside into this hotel room, because I asked the security guard if it was safe, and he said, not really. But what if you need to use your expensive gear? Well, one easy solution is to just stick a strip of duct tape on your laptop or phone case or backpack or other valuables, because nobody wants to steal broken stuff. You can also try to personalize your stuff to make it less attractive to steal, because if your things are full of stickers and patches, then it'll be harder to resell. I also once met a traveler who always packed a big empty black trash bag inside of her fancy backpack, and whenever she had to travel and walk through sketchy areas, she would just cover her backpack with that trash bag, and it just looked like she had a crappy backpack or a bunch of trash. This could also serve as an emergency rain cover if you don't already have one. By the way, if you want a list of all these anti-theft tips plus some other bonus tips, you can grab my free cheat sheet download in the description. Also, when you're walking down the street carrying your purse or your backpack or your phone on the street side of the sidewalk, you're essentially sending signals to thieves on motorcycles to ride by and snatch your stuff, which can lead to some pretty serious injuries. It seems obvious, but it's a really easy mistake to make if you're not thinking about it because you're distracted with traveling to a new place. So try to train yourself so that it's second nature to always position your body between your stuff and the street. The next one is perfect for those snatch and grab thieves. And there's a few ways to do this depending on the situation. If I'm at an outdoor restaurant, I'll put the shoulder strap of my backpack underneath my chair. If I'm out exercising in the park, I'll use the chest strap of my backpack or a carabiner to secure it to some sort of pole. If I'm sleeping at the airport, I'll slip my leg through the backpack strap. And if I have multiple bags setting out, I'll clip the bags together using a carabiner so that it would be awkward for someone to grab one and get up and run away. This last one gives me some extra peace of mind if I have to take an overnight bus or train or something and leaving all my backpacks underneath the bus where I can't see them. Especially if I'm going to be sleeping and there's going to be people getting on and off all the time, all night, and I won't be able to watch. I'll also link to some other anti-theft bags and slings that have built-in cut-resistant straps that you can lock to fixed objects. These are pretty neat, but on the other hand, I think there's a point where you get a little bit too paranoid. For me, these types of things would come in handy if you ever end up staying at a hostel that doesn't have lockers, or some sort of hotel or bungalow or something where the doors don't lock, which is more common than you'd expect in some rustic destinations. I've also stayed at multiple guest houses over my travels where I realized that all of the door locks were the same and they could all be opened by all the keys. This definitely made me feel a little bit vulnerable and wishing I had one of these bags. But all of these tips assume that your stuff actually arrives in your destination. What if it gets stolen from your bags in the airport? To learn tricks to protect your checked luggage from theft, watch this video next. This type of airport theft happens more than you think, so I recommend taking notes on this one. Alright guys, like, subscribe, and do the things. Love you. Bye-bye.